हरे कृष्णा। सो आज एकादशी का दिन है। जैसे श्रील प्रभुपाद जी बताते हैं कि एकादशी मीन्स वन कैन सस्पेंड ऑल अदर बिजनेस एक्सेप्ट चैंटिंग द होली नेम। तो आज का दिन जो है हम भगवान के नाम की सेवा में अर्पण करते हैं। और श्रील प्रभुपाद जी बताते हैं कि अगर हम भगवान का नाम जप कर रहे हैं और अगर हमें भक्ति के प्रेम के लक्षण प्रकट नहीं हो रहे, इसका मतलब ये अपराध के कारण है। श्रील प्रभुपाद जी कहते हैं इस तात्पर्य में, इस अनुवाद में, देयर आर ऑफेंसेस टू बी कंसिडर्ड व्हाइल चैंटिंग हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र, फॉर सिंपली बाय चैंटिंग हरे कृष्ण वन डज नॉट फील एक्सटैटिक। क्यों हमें भगवान के प्रेम का अनुभव नहीं होता? क्योंकि अपराध के कारण है। और श्रील प्रभुपाद जी बताते हैं कि चैतन्य महाप्रभु और नित्यानंद प्रभु के नाम लेने से हम अपराध से मुक्त हो जाते हैं। कृष्ण नाम करे अपराधेर विचार, कि कृष्ण नाम जप करने में भी अगर अपराध हो रहे हैं तो भगवान के प्रेम में प्रगति नहीं हो पाती। लेकिन अगर कोई व्यक्ति चैतन्य महाप्रभु और नित्यानंद प्रभु के चरणों को याद करता है तो सारे अपराधों से मुक्त हो जाता है और फिर उसके अंदर कृष्ण प्रेम के लक्षण प्रकट होते हैं। इसीलिए हम हर माला की शुरुआत में जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद पंचतत्व को याद करते हैं और फिर हरे कृष्ण मंत्र का जाप करते हैं। इसके बारे में श्रील प्रभुपाद जी के गुरु महाराज भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर वो बताते हैं कि अगर कोई व्यक्ति चैतन्य महाप्रभु का आश्रय लेता है त्रिनादपि सुनिचेन भाव से जप करके, तब उसके अंदर कृष्ण प्रेम के लक्षण अपने आप प्रकट होते हैं। हमें डायरेक्टली राधा और कृष्ण का आश्रय नहीं लेना है, पहले गौरंग नित्यानंद का आश्रय लेना है, फिर गौर निताय का आश्रय लेने के बाद फिर हम राधा कृष्ण की पूजा के योग्य बनते हैं। और स्पेशली हालांकि चैतन्य महाप्रभु और भगवान कृष्ण दोनों एक ही हैं, ये सोचना गलत है कि एक नाम में शक्ति ज्यादा है दूसरे में कम है, दोनों एक ही हैं। लेकिन फिर भी कलयुग की स्थिति को देखकर लोग कितने एडवांस्ड हैं भक्ति में, वो देखकर ज्यादा अच्छा है कि हम चैतन्य महाप्रभु का आश्रय लें, पहले पंचतत्व का आश्रय लेकर फिर हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र का जप करें। इस तरह से निरपराधे नाम लय पाए प्रेम धन, बिना अपराध के जप करने से हम कृष्ण प्रेम प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। श्री हरि नाम प्रभु की जय। आइए हम सब वैष्णव को प्रणाम करते हैं जो कल्पवृक्ष के समान है, सब लोगों की सारी इच्छाओं को पूर्ण करते, दया के सागर है, पतित जनों का उद्धार करने वाले। वंचा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय।
Thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji, for joining today. So very nicely, Krishnananda Prabhu today brought about a very important point. What do you think? What would be the if you wanted to summarize in one or two words, what would be this summary words that you can put for today's talk? Anybody? Title that you wanted to give for today's talk, what would be that? Class. Please tell me.
Nectar of chanting.
Nectar of chanting, very nice. Yes, Preeti Mataji.
Attaining the lotus feet of the Lord.
Attaining the lotus feet of the Lord, very nice. Yes, fantastic. Yeah, Ravi Babu Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. First become niraparad, then attain Lord's love.
Okay. See, in our life, whatever we are hearing, whatever we are doing, you should, by nature, you should always think about what is the end goal of this particular thing that I am doing for. Because if you do not have end in mind, then you may not feel that interest, that or you may not be able to put yourself on track when you are able to and you don't even know that you are on the track also sometimes. Why? Because your end goal is not clear. So in today's talk also, Prabhuji has brought out a very important point And probably each one of you have rightly mentioned, one of the things that have come out is that what is that the Krishna Prema Dhana. So how do we get the Krishna Prema? Because in our life what is missing is that Krishna Prema. We are not able to get connected to Krishna, because when you connected to Krishna you will get Krishna Prema, that is automatic, right? But we are not able to connect. And why we are not able to connect? The reasons he has mentioned, and he has also provided the solutions how to come out of this problem that we are in, right? So our end goal is that we wanted to get Krishna Prema, and sometimes we may say that our end goal is to go to Goloka. Again, going to Goloka may be sometimes right approach only, but once you get Krishna Prema, you can do anything for Krishna is also included in that. And because our nature, our constitutional position is to serve the Lord, and when we have this Krishna Prema, you will be serving the Lord, and you will be really in your constitutional position. So this one was really nicely brought by Krishnananda Prabhu today. And what were the obstacles that you have, and how do we overcome? Can somebody provide their inputs? Yeah, Preeti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, if you are not feeling ecstatic, or your bhakti is not visible because you are not feeling ecstatic while chanting, then it is showing that it is one of the offenses. And to cleanse it, we have to take the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, who are very merciful, and that's why before chanting we say Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. And with all the surrenderness, like Trinada Sunichena, we surrender automatically, we qualify at least to worship and take shelter of the Lord. And by chanting, then we can do niraparad. What he was saying was that aparad will not be there, and then that would be a roadmap for us to achieve that Krishna Dhana and Krishna Prema.
Very nice, Mother. Thank you for. Any other devotee would like to add? I think Mataji. Yeah, go ahead, Prabhu, Ravi Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, by taking our senior names, Prabhu, first we will cleanse ourselves. Then, anyhow, slowly you habituate us to do chanting. So, chanting has become a small part of our daily life. And if we also start taking our Guru's names, then we will cleanse ourselves. First we will take bath and then do puja. Like that, first we will take Guru's name, cleanse ourselves, and whenever we think that we are always I am aparad, so we should take Guru's name, then chant Prabhu. So both should go now and then. Now we should keep thinking about our true self. Hare.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhu. Excellent. Yeah. Megha Shukla Mataji, one last inputs, anything from you?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I don't have any input. I mean, Prabhuji and Mataji covered very nicely about the obstacle and the way to come out of it. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. So our end goal is that we wanted to get Krishna Prema, but when we are going through this, what are the ways we can get Krishna Prema? In Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very mercifully has given us the path, and the path is that we need to always seek the mercy of our previous acharyas, and the Guru Tattva is there in Nityananda Prabhu. So that is also always there, and when we take this Panchatattva Mahamantra, and then we have covered everybody there, including our Guru Parampara, then we will get the mercy. And when we do this chanting, in that process also you are able to cleanse, and you are able to get that right kind of a bhav, and the prema what we are looking for will be experienced. So we are not really looking for ecstatic symptoms. We are not craving for it. See, sometimes we might see one thing you understand. If you are doing anything for your own self, in the spiritual endeavor also, it becomes sense gratification. If you are thinking that I wanted to get that spiritual ecstasy and I wanted to experience, and what for? Just for your own this thing, then that see, the whole point is that we need to come out of this I bhava, that this selfish nature which is dominating us all the time. In bhakti also, in some way or the other, it may come. So we need to be really careful that our end goal is to get Krishna prema and do loving devotional service to Supreme Lord. And for that, as a process, you might get ecstatic symptoms. You may not get ecstatic symptoms, but that's fine. But the end goal is that you wanted to do Krishna prema. You need to develop that relationship and that loving relationship with Krishna, and so that you can do service to him. So that should be our end goal. And as a byproduct in that process, you might get ecstatic symptoms. That is well and good, but continue to do whatever you are doing. Your Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you are chanting, having faith in the process. Slowly and steadily things will fall in place. Your endeavor is there, but mostly you need to ask for mercy of our Guru Parampara, and then only this process will really give that effect, real effect will come. So it's all mercy driven process. Ours is not personal endeavor driven process. So it's all mercy. So whenever we do our chanting, so we should ensure that we are seeking their mercy first. And if you are not able to do chanting properly, you are not able to focus properly, seek for mercy. And ask for forgiveness if you have done any aparadh, and continue your chanting. Don't have any ill feeling about what has happened in the past or what is going to come in the future, but be focused in the present and continue your chanting. Be immersed in the chanting. So in this process, when we do our chanting, then Krishna will see this particular devotee, a son, a daughter of mine, are putting such a endeavor, so let me bring them back to my dham. So final decision maker is Krishna. So we are always seeking for his mercy, but via going through Guru Parampara only. One last question I have: why we should seek the shelter or of the Guru Parampara, or our Guru, or any other intermediate, or whatever we call it as? Why don't we directly go for Krishna?
Little small analogy, Prabhuji. If you want to meet the principal, we have to take help of our class teacher and then approach. And class teacher is more merciful, like Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, though in the form of Krishna. So, and they may refine us. They may refine us in our, if you want to put a letter, they may draft it in a more better way. And then they say that yes, you put this in front of the principal, he may sanction whatever you want to. So, fine tuning, if you have to climb the ladder, we cannot climb, Prabhuji. So slowly, we have to hold hands of our Guru, then only we can
absolutely
take that.
Very nice. Could anybody bring much more subtler point in this aspect? Yes, this is absolutely correct, no doubt about it. Any other subtler point that you can think about? Why you should take the shelter of a senior Vaishnava, Guru Parampara, as an intermediate, than directly going to,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. To subdue a proud people.
Wow, it's fantastic. See, as Mataji rightly mentioned, what happens is that why we are here is because we are dominated by this false ego. And now, when you don't take shelter of somebody, where is that false ego going to get diminished? So you are still the same person. Then where is that you are going to see? If you wanted to take shelter of Krishna, but as Mataji, Preeti Mataji also mentioned, you need to take the shelter, practice it with the devotees who are there, senior Vaishnavas who are there, and take devotee association. At least this is the, because that is the, and the mercy of these devotees is that they will also kind of correct you, and they will also try to see that this person is putting his endeavor. And so one last thing, I might have distracted a little bit here and there. In Bhagavad Gita also it is mentioned that you need to in Dhyana Yoga, at least I've been reading little bit of Dhyana Yoga these days more. So in Dhyana Yoga 6th chapter it is mentioned that you are supposed to take the shelter of the Paramatma, the super soul who is present in your heart. Now, if you wanted to take the shelter of the super soul, that is also the right approach for the Dhyana yogis. That's what Krishna is saying, and in the purport, if you read it beautifully, Srila Prabhupada brings out that point where he talks about this parampara also. You need to practice surrendering at whatever level you are there. Surrender is our key. If you are not surrendering to the process, you are not surrendering to the Guru Parampara or your immediate Siksha Guru or basically your Diksha Guru or whosoever is the leader who is there, your false ego will still dominate. So once you are able to practice it and you are able to put yourself in the right position, that I am the servant of the servant of the servant, then Krishna, you will be getting eligibility to go to take the shelter and become servant of Krishna. If not, we do not have any qualification. So thank you, Mataji. Both of you have really brought about a very important points. So I think we have taken a lot of time today. Any other questions, anything we have before we end today? Okay, so I thank you all once again for your wonderful participation. We'll see you tomorrow again in this Japa session. Dandavat Pranam, and I also thank Megha Shukla Mataji for nicely organizing this Kartik Dham. Yesterday I joined and it was very nicely, she and her sister are able to do this and include lot of devotees in doing the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and Deep Dan and Damodara Ashtakam, and children also very nicely participated and they encouraged to do that. So this is a phenomenal aspect that I would see that each one of us are able to do in this Kartik Mass. And thank you very much, Mataji, for inspiring us. Megha Shukla Mataji, please continue to do your service nicely in the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna and Damodara. Thank you very much once again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrand ki jai, Kartik Maas ki jai. Thank you very much. Dandavat Pranam to all of you. Hare Krishna. Dandavat.